So I've been making 81 of these ceramic spoon rests. I don't have any particular need to possess 81 ceramic spoon rests, but these were by far the most popular item in my last shop update, and in order to satisfy all of your dirty spoons across the nation, I'm determined to make as many of these as possible. I started off with 75 pounds of clay and measured that out into balls of 15 ounces each, and I covered those in some plastic to keep them moist while I'm throwing. Luckily, these are fairly simple items to make on the wheel, so I just start by squishing the clay down into a puck that's roughly the width that I want it to be, and then after opening it up and compressing the bottom a bit, I only have to pull up the wall one time. Then I trim away some of the excess clay at the bottom, and then I spend some time cleaning up the exterior wall and the rim of the pot. Now, I'm always a bit of a perfectionist, but I've learned with these that it's especially important to make sure that everything is pretty much perfect before you add the spout onto the pot, because once you do and the pot becomes an oblong shape, it becomes much more difficult to work with the pot on the wheel anymore. Then I just repeat that process 80 more times. If you're curious, I did time myself for an hour, and I averaged around 3 minutes and 15 seconds per pot. While I'm throwing, it also becomes a dance of monitoring the dryness of all of the pots, because once each of them becomes leather hard and they're ready for trimming, I need to store them underneath some plastic to keep them in that state. Once it is finally time to trim all of these, I wet the rim of the pot to attach it back onto the wheel. Due to the pesky little spouts on these, I do tend to dry just a bit unevenly, which can result in just the slightest bit of warping on the bottom of the pot, so I try to use a really steady hand when I'm trimming to erase any of that unbalance. Then I cut a little spiral design into the base of these and stamp my name into it. Then finally, after trimming all 81 of these, I'll leave them out to dry until they're bone dry. Then they'll go into the kiln for bisque firing, and then it's time for glazing.